have to have that flaming thing going this time of the morning.
Did you say something?
I said... You have to have that thing blasting away. My head feels like it's playing host to the World Clog Dancing Championships.
Yeah, well, whose fault is that, then? You didn't have to try and suck the place dry.
You did go at it as if it was going out of fashion, Jack.
Well, that's what weddings are for. It was a good do, though, wasn't it?
Oh, matter of opinion. I have been to better. Wasn't exactly the social event of the year, was it?
Oh, I think that looked lovely.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. Any road. If it makes happy Alec any easier to live with, I'm all for it.
Here, get that down, you.
And don't look at it like that. It'll do you a lot more good than that stuff you were swilling last night.
Right, now then, what do you reckon, eh?
Very nice of you, Alec, but we've just brewed up.
Still playing the comic, Jack. This is for bets.
Oh, yeah? Breakfast in bed. I wonder what she's done to deserve that, then.
She's married me, hasn't she? You do well to remember that, Jacko. Because from now on, I want her treated with the dignity and respect that's due to her.
Well, that little honeymoon didn't last very long, did it? They haven't been on honeymoon. I didn't mean for them. I meant for us.
Sorry I'm so late. The meeting's only just finished. Honestly, some of the fellas on that committee, you'd think their lives depended on getting their own way.
What committee would that be, love?
Environmental health.
Oh, say no more. Anyway, where you have it?
Hey, just a lager and lime, please.
When are you ready, Gloria?
Yeah, I'll be with you as soon as I can. Thanks, you.
Morning, or is it afternoon? I seem to have lost track of all time.
I'd like to see you. How are you feeling now?
How do I look?
Well,
Exactly. Where's Jacko?
he's in the cellar, isn't he? And Alec's nipped out for half an hour.
Yes, but you're managing on your own.
Well, I'm trying. But now you're here.
Leave it with me. Jacko! Up here, quick as you like. Married life doesn't seem to be doing you any harm. No complaints up to now. Well, they say the first 30 years are the worst.
Well, I hope you'll be very happy together.
Oh, thank you.
You want him there?
Gloria is busting her gut behind you. Give her a hand.
Alec told me to get on with the cellar.
And I am telling you to come up here for half an hour, aren't I? I'll be in the back if I want.
Oh, shift yourself, you heard what she said.
Oh, you're the banging ball. Right, that's your lot.
Ta, Jack.
Right, I'm off, love, before Lola and Hardy in there find us somewhere else to do. Are you all right now?
Yeah, 10 minutes and I'll be after you. Then I'm going to put this place right out of my mind till tomorrow morning.
Eh?
I'm off tonight, aren't I?
You're off?
Yeah, I fixed it with Bet before the wedding.
Hey, now, I'm sorry, Glo, but I fixed it with Alec, and it is his name over the door, you know.
I see. Well, there's only one way to sort this out.
And that suits me. Perhaps we'll find out just who is giving the orders round here, eh? After you.
Do you want a couple more aspirins?
No, Charles.
How are you feeling now?
Well, I reckon I'll live.
Hey, you were a good do, though, eh?
Yeah. Thanks, Alec. Do you know you made me feel like $1 million?
Did you ever doubt it?
I hope we're not interrupting anything.
We're just about to have a quiet cup of tea.
Of course you're not, Cock. Come on through. What can we do for you?
Well, we just wanted to get something cleared up, that was all, you know. Go on, Jack.
Me?
Go on.
Right. It's about the nights off, like.
What about him?
Well, you told me I could have my night off tonight.
So?
So I cleared it with Alec to take my night off tonight.
Well, you can't both be off, can you?
Well, we know that, so we're just wondering who is off tonight.
Well, I would have thought the answer to that's obvious. Well, as long as one of you is here, I don't care who it is. It's up to you. I'm sure you don't want Bet and I running your lives for you. Sort it out between you, eh?
Well, I was going to have my head on at 5:30.
Yeah, well, I've got a private engagement and all, haven't I?
Hang on. Do you mind sorting it out in the other place? I've only just got the top of my head back.
Yeah, sorry, Bet. Come on, Jack.
I think I handled that rather well,
I couldn't have handled it better myself, Alec. Tonight, I reckon we're going to make a great team.
What have I always told you? Now then, Jack. I believe you wanted a word.
I did.
On behalf of the staff.
Did he tell you that?
She did, didn't you?
Well, that was what you said, wasn't it, Jack? That you wanted to have a word with Alec first chance you got. About,
Oh, that. Well, it's something or nothing, really, Alec. It'll keep.
Now, in my experience, Jack, things that people reckon will keep have a very nasty habit of going off if left unattended. And it couldn't have been all that unimportant, I wouldn't have thought, if the official spokesman's already been appointed. So would you like to come through now for a minute?
See you later.
What was all that about?
well, between you and me, I think our Jack is about to give your Alec a piece of his mind.
By the heck, Gloria, he'll need a very sharp knife to do that. Whereabouts, any road?
Industrial relations, really, I suppose.
Oh, yes.
Yes, well, thank you for bringing this little matter to my attention, Jack.
Well, as long as you have got it firmly fixed in your mind, Alec. But all this has got naught to do with me, really. I mean, I'm not complaining. In fact, I'm happy with the setup, more than happy.
Yes, well, I think it would be only fair to say that you have made that crystal clear, Jack. In fact, there's only one thing that puzzles me, really.
Huh?
Well, if they feel as strongly as you reckon they do, and you, by your own admission, are practically ecstatic about the current staff arrangements, how come you got appointed shop steward for the day?
Well, I mean, isn't that obvious, though, Alec?
Not to me, Jack. But do feel free to enlighten me.
Well, it's because they are women, Alec, and I am a man.
Oh, yeah. So?
So, I mean, they realise how much better it'd sound coming from a man, Alec. I mean, you know what they're like. All this women's live like is all very well until there comes time for somebody to be chosen to tell the management straight, Alec. And that's when they start looking round for a man, innit?
Well, lucky for them, Jack, that you were available, to tell the management straight.
Well, as I said, Alec, all as I was doing, really, was passing on their thoughts on the subject, and that is all.
In fact, all you were, Jack, was the messenger boy.
You've got it, Alec, you.
Well, lucky for you, it isn't Persia.
Persia?
Yes, only in Persia, you know, when the ruling management got any bad news, they used to kill the messenger who brought it. Them were the days, Jack.
You're right, Alec.
Told him straight, did you, Jacko? Told you, did he? The peasants are revolting again.
Not that it came as any great surprise.
So?
So?
Do we do out about it, or don't we?
Oh, I think so, love. Don't you?
So?
So, just leave it to me, eh?
So, what's going on?
You tell me.
Well, all I know is I got a message from Alec to come in early because he's got something to say to us.
Well, same here.
So what did you say to him this afternoon, then?
Just what you said I should tell him.
Jack, I never told you to say anything. It was your idea to tackle him. So what did you say?
I told him straight. I told him we weren't prepared to put up with it anymore.
You never said that, did you?
What did he expect? You know me, Glo. When I get roused, I don't wrap nouts up.
If you've just gone and cost me my job, Jack Duckworth, I'll swing for you. Honest to God, I will.
Now, Gloria, there comes a time when you've got to stand up and be counted now, doesn't
yes,
there?
but preferably not at the job centre.
Oh, well, if I'd have known that was the kind of support I could have expected, I wouldn't have even bothered, would I?
Well, now. What? No, Mrs. Ogden?
I did tell you wanted a word, Alec.
By gum, Jacko, what a handy little messenger you're turning out to be all of a sudden.
Yes, well, no matter. I'm sure you're both more than capable of filling her in with the details once she does surface. Now then, what I want to say to you, very simply, is this. That when Bet here agreed to become my wife, no man got a better bargain or a better wedding present.
Why, thank you, Alec.
It's no more than the truth, look, no more than the truth. And now it's my turn to return the compliment.
Oh?
And this is my wedding present to you, my love. Your beloved Rover's return. Yours to do with as you will, lock, stock and barrel. And yes, I know it's my name that's still over that door. But as far as I'm concerned, and perhaps more importantly, as far as our staff here are concerned, that is no more than a technicality. Because from now on, as my wife, I want you to consider yourself mistress of all you survey.
I see.
Now, you heard that, did you, Gloria?
Of course.
Good. So let's have no more whispering in corners. Right, Jack?
Well, as I told you, Alec, there was never really any doubt in my mind.
Oh, that's what you told him. Is it funny? That's not what you told me.
Never mind all that. Now, any questions? Good. All that remains for me to do is thank you for your attention and your attendance and leave you in the very capable hands of my good lady wife. All right, my love?
Thank you, Alec.
Not at all. Shall see you all later on.
Well, congratulations, boss.
Thank you, Gloria.
Well, aren't you glad?
But of course I am, Gloria, love. And who wouldn't be? Who'd just been made mistress of all she surveys. So why all of a sudden do I get this very funny feeling?
What funny feeling?
Well, like somebody who's just been taken out to dinner, only to find out not only is she going to be the one that's cooking it, but she's lined up to do the washing up as well. Good morning, slave.
Morning.
Well, it's nice to hear somebody who's got something to be cheerful about.
Dead right, Al.
It's married life, isn't it, Bet? You can't beat it.
I'm not complaining. Love beef burgers.
Same to you and all.
No, the sort that Alec likes. She said you'd be getting some more in.
In the freezer.
Oh, thanks a lot. What else do I want? I think I've
did you
some
see
fling
the second?
peaches. Oh, it's in a salmon.
Yeah, which one?
Oh, I'll see if I can get just 3 or 4 because this is fine. Big
Morning.
Morning.
It's just my love, please.
Oh, can you help yourself?
Yeah, thank you. Lovely. Is it right that Mrs. Ogden's not going to phone, baby? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the less said about that, the better, especially in present company.
Well, she's not regretting it, is she?
No, she's not.
Oh, it's just that if I bump into... Well, I should say when I bump into her, because I'm bound to sooner or later. Well, I just don't want to be saying the wrong thing.
Well, if you ask me, it's her who said the wrong thing when she sent Uncle Tom packing. But, well, it's all water under the bridge now.
I don't think I could take another wedding. I haven't really got used to the idea of Alec and Bet yet. To me, well, I can't decide why they decided to get married anyway. I mean, nothing's altered, is it? I mean, Alec's still Alec and Bet's still Bet, and I can't see married life changing either of them.
No, well, they seem happy enough to be anyway.
Oh, yes, I'm not saying. It's just that...
Was there anything else you wanted, Mary?
No, thank you, no. No, that's all for the moment, thank you. But I mean, well, they're not exactly your ideal married couple, are they? I mean, well, I know Bet's got a heart of gold, but, well, you can't imagine her as the dutiful housewife, can you? I mean, not in 1,000 years.
No, well, I think that's Bet's business, isn't it?
Oh, yes, I'm just saying, and I suppose if Alec's happy with the situation...
Which I'm sure he is.
No, Bet. I was just saying...
Yes, I know what you were just saying, Mavis. You're not the only one either. But as it happens, you couldn't be more wrong. You see, me and Alec got married because I wanted him as a husband and he wanted me as a wife, which is exactly what I intend to be to him. Just that lot, Alf, and put the beef burgers back.
I thought you wanted the beef burger specially.
Yes, I know, love, only I got to thinking, didn't I? That's not really the kind of stuff that a dutiful housewife ought to be feeding her husband, is it? Well, not too often, anyway. Deliver it, please, Alf.
Will you put me...
Gloria, I'm just nipping into the bank to get myself ready. I'm due at the Legion Club in half an hour. A couple of acts I promised to see. Britain's Answer to Madonna and a yodeling gas fitter from Crumsall. Now, there's no you can't handle till Bet comes through, is there?
No, of course there isn't. She is coming through, is she?
Oh, yeah, of course. Why shouldn't she be?
Oh, no reason. It's just she's normally through by now, you know.
Oh, well, you know, Bet. She'll be putting the finishing touches to her finery. She's always one for the grand entrance. I'll give her a nudge, tell her presence is required. I don't know how you fix, love, but Gloria's champing at the bit out there, but... What's all this ahead of?
Dinner.
Dinner?
Yes, you know. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. This is dinner. So get your jacket off. It'll be on the table in a couple of shirts.
Hey, I haven't time for no dinner. I'm on my way out. Aren't I due at the Legion at 7:30?
You are going nowhere until you've got a decent meal inside of you.
Well, I'll pick something up on the way out, like I've always done.
You've not always had a wife to look after you before now, have you?
You're winding me up, aren't you?
Winding you up?
It's something I've said, isn't it? All this housework, cooking and ironing and that. All right, well, whatever it is I've said, I'm sorry, OK, Pax? Now, you just get your glad rags on, get out in that bar and give the punters something to warm their hearts, eh?
It's nothing you said, Alec.
It isn't.
Look, When you married me, I gained a husband and you gained a wife, right?
Well, that's certainly the way I saw it, yeah.
Right. Well, I've got no complaints about you as a husband.
Oh, I'm very pleased to hear that.
Because, you see, I know that you're trying as hard as you can.
Yes.
So it's only right that I should make the effort as well.
Well, there's no need,
There
Bet,
is
honestly.
every need. Sit down.
The Legion Club, Bet.
The Legion Club can wait. You are going nowhere until you've got a man-sized dollop of spaghetti bolognese inside you.
Look, I was quite happy with the way things were before, honestly.
And things are going to be even better from now on. I promise you. Do you know, if anybody had told me a month ago I'd have taken to this housewife lark, well, I would have said they wanted certifying.
Huh?
But I've actually enjoyed today.
You
So
have?
shut up and stop arguing. Because this is the way things are going to be from now on. And the sooner you get used to the idea, the better.
Right, that's me ration. Better find out what's on the table.
Ah, Susan not working then?
No, not yet. She keeps having these interviews. I say, okay, you got the brains. I mean, you're a fabulous cook, a marvellous housewife, and you make a wonderful mother. And you know what? I think I'm getting through. I think I'm actually winning. See you. See you, mate.
It's easy to win when you load the dice. I mean, all these interviews, how does she explain getting fired by her husband?
Aye. Remember when I was winning once, and suddenly there I was, on the floor.
Yeah, but you're back on your feet again, I say, and fighting fit. You and Gail trading punches again?
Yeah, the trouble is, Gal's got all the footwork nowadays.
Plus, the right hook is deadly. But things are getting better, am I right?
Yeah, things are a lot better.
See you, love.
Alec, I've got a big job on at home, so if things are a bit slack about 2 o'clock, do you think it'd be all right with Betty if I sloped off?
Bet, think you could spare the incredible oak here once the rush has died down?
All right. What's this? Got a mark on, have you, Mr. Froggatt left town again?
No, it's something I'm attending to at home.
Not the marital bed. There's nothing sacred, you swine.
It's my living flame fire.
Come on, come clean. We're not daft round here, you know. It's Dulcie Froggatt again, isn't it?
Oh, come on, it might not be. I mean, you could call such a lady a hot little number, but hardly a living flame fire.
No, it's my gas fire. It's the very latest. I mean, in gas fire technology, I suppose you could say it takes gas fires into space age.
Aye, and you with it.
Oh, come on, how's about it? Because I need a flying star, you see. Otherwise, there's going to be no heat on in the house.
Okay, go on, I'll buy it.
Yeah, you're a prince, Alec.
I hope you realise what you've done with him. Ducky, fiddling around with gas fires. I mean, do you know his track record when it comes to what you might call public utilities?
I hope you're joking, love.
Trying to, Alec, but I do have my memories. Hey, Cock. All lonesome. Now listen, I fancy a video, something nasty, filthy and violent.
I'll come through and take your choice. You're not planning any more little dinner parties, then?
Oh, do me a favour, Cock. Night of the Sex-Crazed Werewolf would be a rescuer compared with my efforts in that direction.
Oh, I don't know. I quite enjoyed it. I mean, Alec's such a raconteur, isn't he?
If that's French for sex-crazed werewolf, I'm suing.
Oh, it means a teller of tales.
He's all of that.
Yes, I mean, you could tell he hadn't really got into his stride. I mean, I bet he's got a fund of stories.
Oh, he has, Mavis, mostly about strippers. He did say he thought you'd a good figure. Now, he's planning auditions. You could get a call any day.
How's it going, Mavis? Still holding the fort? Hi, Bet.
Hi, Cobb.
I'm sorry, love, I can't stop. I've got 1 or 2 things to sort out in town. Right! Fellas, I won't be long, love. I'll be back within the hour. Promise you.
Well, thanks very much. Bang goes my afternoon break.
What's the flat then?
Oh, search me. Nothing's been right in that house since Jenny went off to France.
Well, you see, that's what comes of living in sin.
It was her choice, Bet. But if she didn't want to marry the man, why let him live with her? Meantime, I'm stuck here on my own again.
Can't be fun.
Fun? I know you were only joking, Bet, but honestly, if Alec did want to audition...
Who's joking? I mean, he finds talent everywhere. Think of it. Bubbles O'Reilly, the hotshot hoochie-coochie of Rosamond Street. There's now to hear a fancy. You scrabble again tonight. Track up. Hey. Hello, I didn't know you two knocked about together.
Don't be daft, our knocking about days are over. We just met coming in, didn't we?
Yeah. No, I was just going to say, if you're on Monkey Run, there's this belting little boozer down by the docks. Every male guaranteed tattooed to the hilt.
Hey, steady on. Look, less of the gas bag and we'll have a lager each. Come on.
These are on me and I'll join you. Alec, love, I'll be nattering for the next half hour, so you're in charge. Find a table, I'll fetch them all.
Hey, Betty. What? Talking about gas, I've just come from Beerus. Oh. I am not joking.
Under the cosh tonight, are you, my son?
Oh, just doing my share. What you might call helping out in the home. It's all the fashion, I believe.
Yeah, you tell him, Alec.
Well, I believe in give and take. Friends of mine might call in tomorrow.
Oh, you got friends, have you? There's some very nasty rumours going around here, you know.
I mean, they're Jack's installed it. And if I couldn't smell gas, well, I'd give up. Well, have they turned it off? Have the acres like they're sat there toasting their toes? Well, I've said all I'm going to say. If they haven't got sense to take notice of me and turn the blooming thing off, well, God help them.
Yeah.
What are you doing in here? You haven't been working till this time, have you?
Oh, I have, you know. So I thought the least to deserve was a drink on the way home.
2 bottles of lager, then, please. Well, you want to be careful you don't overdo it.
Not the working or the drinking.
Oh, moderation in all things, that's my motto.
Ta-ra.
love.
See ya.
It wasn't bad enough yesterday. But going in there again tonight and soot everywhere, do you know I could have killed him? In fact, I don't know why I didn't.
Because you love him.
Because I didn't want to muck myself by touching him.
86, Vera.
Right, well.
Come on, let's take weight off his feet.
Hey, there's an article in here that says the thing of the future is non-alcoholic beer.
Get away.
Yeah. I can't see it catching on, can you? I mean, all right, you can drink and drive. You can also drink and remember your problems. Defeats the object, I would have thought.
Well, I can't see how a customer's taking to it. Certainly not this one. Pint, is it?
Make it quick. I think I'm in danger of dehydration.
Why? What have you been doing?
I'm cleaning that carpet, haven't I? Again.
Well, you must have enjoyed it the first time. Hey, you, what do you think you're doing in here?
What's it look as if I'm doing in here? I feel like a wrung-out dishcloth. It hasn't been my night off, and I sent word round I was ill and gone to bed.
Oh, you won't? Yes, well, if there ain't every bit of soap off that carpet, you'll wish you were to wrung out this cloth. I'll guarantee it.
It's all that Percy Sugden's fault, you know. If he hadn't brought the gas man round, none of this would have happened. I could have took the carpet shampoo back to the shop, had my afternoon kip, been as fit as a fiddle.
Percy sent for the gas board, did he?
Had to be him, didn't it? A born stool pigeon. If ever I saw one, ooh, you've saved my life, love.
Not intentionally, Jackson. Look at the face on him.
Who?
Bradley, he's just got back from France, hasn't he?
Well, no wonder he's flaming miserable landing back in this rat hole. Meaning Weatherfield, not the pub.
He's been looking for his daughter.
I wouldn't mind a spell in France. Still, I'm off to the Galileo Club tonight. It's not exactly foreign parts, but it's not Coronation Street either.
And he never found her.
He never found no. What the hell are you on about?
Alan, he didn't find Jenny and Martin's back home.
Martin?
Martin used to work in the cafe. He took Jenny... Oh, forget it. You've not got a flipping clue what's going on with our regulars, have you, Alec? You want to get involved a bit more.
Right, then.
Oh, well, you do look posh. Are you sure you're not seeing a bit on the side?
Now, who needs side orders with a plateful like you?
You smarmy so-and-so.
I'll not be late, love.
Be back in time for breakfast or else.
Yes.
Hello. Is he leaving us on our own again?
So what? It's hardly even in here, is it?
Well, he's busy enough. You want to watch him? He's getting you wrapped round his little finger.
Wrap round mine, you mean? I don't want him getting too fond of my pub now.
What have you got to do to get served around here?
Coming, Mr. Tilsley, sir. Jacko.
Pleasure.
Yes, come.
Thanks, sir.
How's Alan?
I'd rather you didn't ask.
Like that, is it?
Exactly like that.
How's the boss this morning, then?
How's the sir? He hadn't stuck his head out at bedclothes when I come down.
Sounds like flu to me.
The noises he were making, it sounds like flu to me and all.
You don't know what he looks like?
No, and I'm not all that anxious to find out. It can't be a pretty sight.
Oh, by heck, you're right.
Morning.
What are you doing down here? Get back to bed.
We've got a pub to run.
Well, what do you think we're doing? Playing hopscotch? We're running it. Do as you're told. Get back to bed.
Hilda, you're not using that gritty stuff on the chrome in the toilets, are you? Only something scratching it to glory.
Well, it's not
Will
it.
you get back to bed?
Yes, but I can't help feeling sorry for him, though, can you?
Sorry for him? Oh, not likely. We don't get sent back to bed when we're poorly, do we? Oh, no. We get told to get back on the job or else have us wages docked.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, well, of course, you're a fella, aren't you? Bit of crawling to the boss and you're all mates together. You lift 2 crates of light air and you're off for a week.
Now, what do you think you're doing?
I'm just ringing up Charlie Peters, make sure he's filled that spot at the Paradise Gardens.
You will be filling a spot at Paradise Gardens if you don't get back to bed. Look, do I have to tell you again?
Look, it's only us I'm thinking of, Ben. I mean, there's money involved.
Can't you think about something else for once in your life? You can't take it with you.
Well, don't good try.
Yeah, well, you'd be wasting your time. Because come to think of it, where you're going, it would be money to burn. Upstairs.
Yeah, Gilroy. Count your blessings. If there's one thing a fella needs when he's feeling like this, is a sympathetic wife.
Well, you'll be pleased to hear it's not fatal. Get these for him and keep him in bed for another 4 days at least.
4 days? I've only got a flipping bad cold.
You have not got a flippin' bad cold, Mr. Gilroy. You have got a flippin' bad dose of influenza.
So do as you're flipping well told.
And how are you going to look after this place with me stuck here?
Probably a damn sight easier.
Pass us that phone, I'll get you a barmaid.
You will not. I'm taking it downstairs. I'm not having you bothered.
Quite right. You do as you're told. We don't want you a burden on your wife for any longer than necessary.
It's you I'm thinking of, you know.
Get yourself better then. You heard what the doctor said?
He's playing it up a bit, so too much attention mightn't be a good thing. Call me if he gets any worse, and I'll let myself out. Might even have a drink on the way. A soft one, of course. Can't afford to be breathalyzed in my job.
Why not? Jacko, give the doctor a drink, whatever she wants.
My pleasure.
Hello, Betty, love. You'll be pleased to know Alec's in bed with a very bad dose of flu. I thought perhaps we could have a little chat. Hey, what's all this? I was just coming up with your tray.
Don't talk to me about trays. I mean, I'm not well. My legs are still a bit shaky. But when a man can't rest in his sick bed without Betty Turpin bursting in with her flaming hot pots and force-feeding him...
Well, the doctor did advise shock treatment.
Shock treatment? Well, I've news for him. It's worked. My legs went like jelly. I mean, why must she always behave like a wardress? She has no respect. Plus, there's a very evil glint in her eye.
We are talking about Betty Turpin, are we? Or did the angel of death pop in for a chat?
If you'd said one of the Borgias, you'd be nearer the mark. All right, I know I've been ill, and I know you've had to run things. But getting her behind that bar again was a bad move.
Well, I'm sorry, Alec, but I don't agree. The dinner time takings are perking up. Now, that's a gold star for Betty, who's a dab hand with the cooking. Hot pots are famous round here.
Oh, I'm sick of hearing it.
Hey!
Hey.
Oh, not interrupting our private, am I? If you're having a row, I can come back.
You're not going to start dusting, are you, Hilda? It'll play hell with my sinuses.
No, I've just got a message. Jack Duckworth's been bitten by the same bug as laid you up. I met Vera in the street, and she asked me to tell you that he won't be able to make it today. Still, you won't be short-handed, will you, not with Betty back? Yes, well, I best get on. Nice to see you back on your feet. Ding, ding, seconds out, round 2. Keep it clean.
But am I going mad, or is this a conspiracy? Some sinister plot whereby the monstrous legion of women take over this pub? I mean, what the hell do you do? Meet in the woods at midnight and dance in your nighties round steaming buckets of Betty's flaming hot pot? What about poor old Jack Duckworth? Will he ever be seen again, I ask myself?
Yes, just as I thought. Yellow fever's set in. Soon we'll have the delusions. You'll be thinking you're Hugh Hefner.
Look, all I want is a bar person I can actually get past. I'm sick of being bruised by that till.
Alec, you'll have to stop this hallucinating or your hair will never curl. I'm going to send Hilda in with your tray.
I don't want a tray. I don't want Hilda. I want a boiled egg and I want you to boil it.
Well, all right, if that's an order. You'll have to give me step-by-step instructions.
I'll do better than that. I'll draw you a diagram.
Oh, yes, like the one I drew for you on our wedding night.
Hey, just send Hilda in, will you? Be lucky I don't get Jack Duckworth on toast.
With my cooking cock, you could.
So, let me get this straight. You want the accommodation, le bed and le breakfast?
Yes, please, if that is possible.
Oh, mais certainement. Have you a moment, madame?
What is up with you now?
This young gentleman here is from Paris.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, you'll be young Jenny Bradley's chap, will you?
Yes.
Pleased to meet you. Ex-Sergeant Sugden. I liberated Paris. Oh, yes, I was in the first wave. Fine cooks, you French. Well, you tend to panic a bit under fire.
Monsieur, would you care to just step into the office here? Now, normally, we take paying guests on the basis of pre-arranged bookings, because, as you will appreciate, what we don't want is riffraff. Is that not right, Shireen?
Cobblers.
Absolutely. But given that Mr. Bradley and Mrs. Fairclough can vouch for your credentials, I'm sure we might stretch a point just this once.
You're sure? Because there's not a lot of choice for me, and it will be very convenient.
And very expensive, as I'm sure you're going to discover.
We do try to keep the prices down, but given the very high standard of our catering, we'd be robbing ourselves if we charged anything less than 20 English pounds per night.
Oh, fine. Shall I pay now for one night?
Oh, that would be quite in order, but first, let me show you the room.
Oh, you're stopping, are you? Well, I dare say you want to see all sides. Bon appetite.
Good luck. Now, if you're in tonight, we must have a chat, because the French mentality's always fascinated me.
Monsieur.
Now, you take the Maginot Line, for instance. I was in France, you know, for a little while, in the Ardennes. The Yanks had made a muck of things, and Monty wanted some real soldiers. I better knew his mother, you know. And she's called Mimi.
Hey, I couldn't help Earwigging, you know. Has Alec gone stark staring bonkers? I mean, I'm only filling in for Jack, you know. No way am I doing them breakfasts.
Join the club, Fifi.
Oh.
Oh, this is where you're skiving, is it? I thought you'd have crawled back in your pit.
Yeah, I do feel a bit knackered.
Surprise, surprise.
I think you're right, Bet. I think I'll toddle off upstairs and try and snatch 40 winks.
Just a tick. I'm not feeling too lively myself. And talking about beds, there's one to be made up, isn't there?
Well, can't you enroll the resident nurse?
If you mean Betty, she's gone home. And besides that, there's shopping and all.
Shopping? There's always shopping. What are you moithering me with shopping in my state of health?
Because, my sweet, we have a lodger arriving. Even you must recall taking the poor sap for 20 quid. And this lodger happens to be French.
Yes, well, we've got to be broad-minded, haven't we? I mean, we're in the common market.
Oh, we are in the common market. And maybe you think you have spotted the next Charles Aznavour. But the lad will want his breakfast. Frogs have got their own ideas about breakfast.
Well, give him eggs and bacon. That'll be all right. When in Rome, do what the Romans do.
They throw folks to the lions there, don't they? We must arrange a trip sometime.
Bet, do I get the impression that we're not pulling together on this?
You bet your life. Do you know, if you'd have been Captain Bligh, you'd have been first on that lifeboat and no messing.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed. I mean, we've got a spare room. I mean, bed and breakfast is a good little earner.
Fair enough. The bed's no problem. Breakfast throws me.
I've not noticed it. I mean, going from married experience, I'd say you were all charm and finesse over the toast and marmalade.
I am being serious, Alec. The sight of a frying pan before 10 o'clock in the morning, you know damn well I'd be sick.
Well, I'll tell you straight. As from today, bed and breakfast is part of the service here. Now, I don't care who makes the breakfast. If necessary, I'll make it myself. But if it does come to that, Betty stays fired. And that's my final word.